There is extraterrestrial intelligence interacting with our planet in all sorts of ways, and today I have got undeniable proof of it in the form of sightings that were recognized to be aliens. A 400 meters long cylindrical alien object that came to take two dark circular orbs flying mid-air is a thing worth watching. Did you see them merge? So it happened in the US airspace back in 2017 when two black discs were seen flying in the air. Before we could understand their purpose, a long cylindrical object came into view. One by one, those discs came and disappeared into the cylinder. Whatever you call it, landing, merging, or descending. The two discs were gone like they were never there. And then the cylindrical object faded away in clouds too. Defense Department says it was no US tech, nor was it some enemy. The three objects were thus declared UFOs. 3D shadow of 4D. Alright, things are going to get complicated with this sighting from Hungary, where a telescope with around 15x zoom caught this object in the sky at an altitude of about 32,800 feet. The UFO was rotating and pulsating light in a way that seemed unlike any earthly object. Here's where it gets really interesting. Some people and experts speculate that this object could be the 3D shadow of a 4D object. We cannot see beyond our three-dimensional world, so observing this phenomenon is like watching an outline of a complex shape from a higher dimension. In other words, it's possible that something unknown pressed a 4D object in our space, and resultantly we saw this UFO in 3D. Aliens and UFO. And now, how about a flying alien aircraft with actual extraterrestrial beings in it? Okay, so a man caught this clip in the US with no exact location given, since he wanted to stay anonymous. What he has filmed is truly mind-boggling though. The clip, when stabilized, goes on to show a breathing, transforming aircraft. The man claims that there were at least 3 to 4 alien beings present in that 100 by 75 feet big UFO. When I analyzed the clip, I found no tampering. That thing looked real, but I couldn't really see alien beings in there. Did you see them? At one point, it looked like an eye, which gave me chills. UAP in sky. A bunch of people on a dock filmed this weird-looking UAP off the coast of Florida. No one knows what this is, but a faction of people over the internet have found its similarities with the biblical interpretation of fallen angels. They say the object has descended from the heavens and is probably an angel, especially a seraph, which is a celestial or heavenly being, and plays a role in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. I have nothing else to add. What do you think about it? Fleet of UFOs. These scenes from Miami, USA are enough to shock anyone, but wait for the full story. So, there are rumors of unidentified object squadrons moving around the Earth. According to the information received, these objects were observed in the cities of California, Florida, Colorado, and Virginia. In the clip, you can see a fleet of UFOs captured by a man on the ground. He claims that several UFOs with almost inaudible hum were flying around, and as if they got a signal from the big aircraft, they disappeared from the area one by one, along with the bigger one. There were more than a dozen dome-shaped UFOs. Some people on the internet dismiss them as drones, but they don't really look like drones. Escorted out. Okay, there are 3 aircraft in this clip, and I believe the middle one is an alien aircraft being escorted by military jets. Why? If you listen carefully, you will only make 2 distinct sounds. One aircraft is moving without making any sounds. We know which one it is, don't we? The clip was filmed by multiple people, and they were all convinced they had seen a UFO, possibly of alien origins. Viewers are obviously divided, with some calling it just another military aircraft, while others thinking maybe it had alien origins. Glowing clouds. Here is an amazing clip from the US that was captured by a man walking outside of his home in 2023. He said the intense moving glow caught his attention, and he immediately decided to film it. The object, possibly huge in size given the lights it's emitting, was moving up and down behind the dark, dense clouds. Viewers thought of this weird movement as a form of communication, but nothing can be said with surety. Trident-shaped object. And before you just dismiss this as just another hoax curated for views, wait and watch it carefully. This clip was filmed in 2020 by a man in Texas, and look at that well-defined trident shape, which this thing will maintain till it disappears. Now, as ordinary as it may appear, this thing was moving against the wind with a length of 100 feet and height of 60 feet, with a speed of around 200 to 300 meters per second. To put it into perspective, this thing was moving as fast as a commercial liner would move. This is no cloud, no human tech, because we would have heard of it. So, where do you land on this one? Tell me in the comments section. Tailing the plane. Two dark circular orbs tailing a commercial flight is not a good sign at all. And who could it be other than aliens, because human tech would have gotten detected by our air surveillance. Location unknown, year 2015. This airliner was on its routine flight when a passenger from another craft caught this clip. Now, two spheres of unknown origin were kind of surrounding the plane as if they were scanning it or spying on it. I don't know what sinister thing they were doing up there, but the footage is clear and there is no sign of manipulation. No official stance or clearance came on the incident, making it a real head scratcher for everyone. What do you think? Indian UFO. Next on the list comes a sighting that shocked the residents of the Indian city of Chennai in August of 2024. A man was walking when he spotted some weird light green eyes in the sky. He took out his phone and recorded it, but he wasn't the only one to film this mysterious object. Many others watched and recorded it from various angles. The object looked solid, starting off still, but then slowly moving from east to west. The shape of it, along with the glow and movements, looked alien to me, but many people dismissed this clip as a set of UFOs making an appearance. So, was it a UFO, some drones, or a thing completely different? Extraterrestrial Staryu. As soon as this footage hit the internet in 2023, people over the internet quickly called it Staryu UFO, thanks to its resemblance to Staryu from Pokemon. But let me assure you, it's something much more interesting than that. A man in Mexico filmed this unknown flying object in the sky outside his home. He uploaded the video with a request to debunk it. He had no idea what it was. And honestly, no one truly knows what this star-shaped black and gray object with two metallic appendages is. But for many people, this clip has become one of the most credible UFO sightings of modern time. What's your take on this? Black spinning orb. This one is a head scratcher because there is a range of possible explanations for this, but none completely justifies this sighting. What you are watching on your screen is a strange black orb-like thing with streaks of white light around its body. It could be anything from an elaborate hoax to a balloon or something of alien origins. The short clip was captured by a man in Rome who asked his audience to give their opinion on it, and I am asking you guys to give your best guess in the comment section. What do you think this silently floating and spinning body in the air is? Spinning saucer. Here is one that comes from a homeowner in rural Australia. I mean, it looks like an average town to me. Anyway, the man suddenly saw a UFO hovering right above his home and quickly recorded the scene on his camera. Suddenly, a portal opened up and the object vanished into it like it was never there. Afterwards, the ring was gone too. The man uploaded the clip on the internet claiming he has seen real-life alien teleportation, but wait, the clip didn't catch on. Many people remained skeptical and dismissive of the incident, citing how there was no buzz, no story around it. What do you have to say over this? Sky Sunfish. I saw this clip and I instantly remembered ocean sunfish. The shape is really similar, but this one is up here in the air, flying smoothly but fastly through the sky. The video went viral and people were really curious what this was. Well, after some internet digging, I think I have found out what this is. Here, watch it. Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. Yes. This object looked eerily similar to the starship, and many people were drawn to the conclusion that this may be a clip taken out of context from fanfic videos created by fans of the franchise. Glowing pulsating UFO. The way this UFO was emitting light from all over its body, I don't think its intention was to stay hidden. It wanted to be caught on camera and witnessed by people. Filmed near a highway in Brazil in 2021, this flying saucer with a pulsating central light and two beams of lights moving across its arms was filmed by a passenger waiting for a cab. The man says it's shocking no one else caught it on camera while the thing was glowing like mad. People over the internet, however, are skeptical. A UFO as bright as this should have made headlines, but national TV in Brazil was eerily silent about it. What do you think? The clip looks genuine though. Phenomenal object.
Oh my god.
Okay, one of my favorite clips. See this object here? Let's zoom in. This alleged UFO was caught in the skies of Italy, and do you see the appendages coming out of this monstrous machine? The right and left side of it seems to release energy, which is probably helping this saucer stay afloat in the air. It was slowly spinning and fading away in space, and despite being filmed through a telescope, the object was hard to catch since it was too far in the sky. Eventually, it vanished into deep space, leaving us wondering, if this was indeed something alien, the tech is beyond impressive. That object was at least a mile in radius, much larger than anything humans have built for space.
Oh my god.
UFOs over pyramid. An inverted pyramid-shaped UFO spinning over the pyramid of Giza, and the theory a ufologist proposed is insane. According to him, since pyramids were built by aliens and are a source of harnessing energy for aliens, this flying saucer came to get information regarding that and accidentally got caught on camera. Naturally, when the video went viral, people over the internet got divided. Since it was caught from a distance, viewers are doubtful, but some are convinced that since the pyramids were the charging station for alien aircrafts, this one is doing just that here. Military pilot vs UFO. Of a UFO captured by a military pilot. This video is of immense importance as it presents concrete evidence of unidentified flying objects that have been a subject of interest and debate for many years. The footage was recorded by a trained military pilot who witnessed the UFO while on a routine flight. The object was seen maneuvering in ways that defy the laws of physics, leaving the pilot and his team stunned and bewildered. This video is presented in high definition and has been analyzed by experts to ensure its authenticity. Ancient alien satellite.
Well, that's kind of rigged. Pretty spectacular.
An astronomer released this clip anonymously claiming that this weirdly shaped object is the Dark Knight satellite, an alleged extraterrestrial satellite that has been orbiting Earth for thousands of years. People believe that it was first detected in the 1950s and is thought to be of alien origin. Now, while reviewing this clip, I noticed how unlike many other clips of Dark Knight, this one doesn't look fake. In fact, it clearly captures the essence of the alien satellite, convincing many, including me, that this might just not be space junk. The astronomer didn't say anything about what officials did further with this clip, which is a little suspicious. What do you think?
Well, that's kind of rigged. Pretty spectacular.
Front of moon. It's as hard to debunk this clip as it is to convince some people of alien existence. Yes, this is an unidentified object flying right before the moon's surface filmed by a 900mm telescope from Earth in 2016. If I pause and zoom in on this clip, you can clearly see the typical shape of a flying alien saucer, and frame-by-frame analysis show no tampering with the video, which means it's not fake. So, what other options do we have about its origins other than being extraterrestrial? Tell me in the comments section. Series of sightings. sightings. And while talking about alien presence, how about a series of UFO sightings, all similar but at different locations and times? A spinning, glowing UFO was first spotted in Norway in 1994. In the same year, a likewise UFO was filmed in Mexico. 9 years later, in 2003, South Africa had its share of this UFO visit. Exactly 9 years after that, in 2012, a similar aircraft with the same spinning and glowing properties was caught in the night skies of London, UK, and in daytime in Valencia, Spain. And yes, you guessed it right, fast forward 9 years and a similar object was sighted over Italy in 2021. Ufologists tried to understand the reason behind this series of UFO appearances, but till now, we just know it appears at multiple random places after 9 years, and doesn't really mind being filmed. Mysterious alien lights. Hands down to one of the hardest clips to debunk on this list. 5 mysterious lights were seen and filmed by multiple people in Texas, and when officials tried to dismiss it as just some random drones, people went crazy on social media. So, in September 2022, various residents caught these 5 mysterious glowing lights in the night sky of Texas and were wondering what it was. Many thought those were just drone until that thing did this. It literally shoots out in deep space with a speed that many experts think should be around 300 miles per hour from that distance, something even modern drones cannot do, so the initial take to it being drones was ruled out. Then what it was, to many, it looks like the glowing lights of a UFO from some other galaxy that appeared in our skies. What do you think? Mothership and UFOs. A man was walking home from work when he was stopped in his tracks, all thanks to what he saw in front of him. It was a huge flying saucer, but there was a smaller one just behind it. It was as if the bigger one was waiting for it to come. After a couple of moments, another smaller UFO appeared, and both of them entered the mothership. It was like kids coming home after a day at school, just that they were probably gathering information about our planet. Anyway, people see this clip with a whole lot of doubt, and given the quality of the clip, they are not wrong. TR-3B. Here I was talking about a TR-3B, and here comes it in the next entry. This is probably the oldest alleged sighting of this UFO, dating back from the Cold War era where it was first spotted in Russian premises. The V-shaped dark metallic aircraft was first thought to be a spy craft, but this was dismissed almost immediately. It was something incomprehensible to humans of that time, something alien, and later sightings of this UFO proved that. Alien vapor cone. Growing up, I was obsessed with fighter jets and their ability to produce vapor cones when they entered supersonic mode. And then I found this clip where a disc-shaped flying saucer was on its routine flight, and all I could think about was, UFOs can really easily knock the sound barrier off, can't they? Maybe what they compete with is speed of light, which is just impossible to do for us. Anyway, this one was filmed by a farmer in Kansas and says it was the first time he saw something like this. What do you think? Shape-shifting UFO. Next on the list is footage captured by a German man named Robles Hill, who saw a jellyfish-like unidentified object flying, morphing, and shining simultaneously in the sky in Mexico City. I was fine with the clip until I saw one viewer explaining it. According to him, this UFO was an interdimensional object like Congress has mentioned many times, which means that this thing was not morphing, but was rather moving from dimension to dimension, and me with a non-science background doesn't even know if I have said it correctly or not, but my search says that this alien aircraft was jumping from one dimension to another and looked as if it was morphing to us. What do you think? Shooting down UFO. Leaked footage from an unknown source at an unknown location from an unknown time shows what looks like a failed attempt to take down a UFO. Netizens over the internet were not happy with all that shooting, but we need to understand that unidentified flying objects are a national security concern. Anyway, the object, which looked octagonal to me along with a flat shape and a small central light, was unfazed by all this shooting. It was as if it was there for a much needed rest, and it was getting it whether humans like it or not. What do you think? Flying UAP. Hands down to the man who leaked this clip from Iraq in 2018. No one knows when it was actually filmed because it was initially kept secret by the US government, but the jellyfish-shaped UAP finally made it to the internet and took everything by storm. If you look closely, you will realize that it was an almost translucent, smoky object silently flying over the military base. The object resembled a jellyfish from the ocean, with 3 to 4 appendages coming down from its main body. Netizens are divided. Some call it an alien aircraft spying and taking war information to other realms, keeping a tab on us, while others dismiss it as maybe a flying balloon, bag, or something unknown but earthly. Footage from ISS. See if a clip of an alleged UFO is coming from the International Space Station. We gotta take it seriously, and this one here begs our attention actually. A metallic pear-shaped object was seen floating through space, occasionally emitting red lights from the center. Given the well-crafted shape of it, it's hard to dismiss it as space junk, nor is it something humans have made. The possibility of a hoax is there, but this clip needs expert analysis which hasn't been made public yet. Chinook and flying saucer. You guys must have seen that Vera 11,000 feet daring Chinook rescue where this copter saved the life of a climber from Texas who got stranded on Mount Hood. Looks like it's not just humans who can service a Chinook for a daring rescue. In 2017, leaked footage showed an Army Chinook transporting what looks like a flying saucer over Colorado Springs. Using a 4-cable sling apparatus, the Chinook appeared confident in doing his job. The source that uploaded the video claims that such rescues are more common than the public realizes, but mostly happen at night, where off-world vehicles get escorted by army copters. If this is all true, we can safely say that the government is well aware of extraterrestrials visiting our planet. Planet-shaped UFO. This clip was filmed in West Hollywood, California in early 2024 and has the internet divided. Honestly, this is one of the weirdest shaped UFOs I have seen in a while. It was soaring smoothly in the air behind the electric wires, all dark, silhouetted by the sunshine. Some people called it a plant-shaped UFO, while some begged to differ. For them, it was just a bunch of bug balloons lost by a kid. But that thing is weird even for balloons. I mean, I have never seen such balloons. What do you say? UFO shot down. In February of 2023, the US military shot down 4 unidentified objects in 9 days, raising concerns about airspace security over the US and Canada. The last object was an octagonal, unmanned UFO flying at 20,000 feet near sensitive areas, posing a risk to civilian flights. Naturally, President Biden ordered the object shot down after it was detected again on radar, and while it was taken down, since the incident occurred shortly after another object was downed over Canada, people were concerned if aliens or enemies were probing us more than ever. Officials clarified that these recent objects differ from the earlier Chinese spy balloon, noting they lacked payloads and were smaller in size and were unlike anything they know. Do I smell something extraterrestrial here? Cloaked alien tech. Many people are convinced that the reason alien tech is not publicly seen is their advanced cloaking mechanism, and here we can witness one. The clouds allegedly concealing a UFO were filmed moving faster than other clouds visible in the clip. Now, it could be a real cloud floating speedily thanks to the winds, but why aren't other clouds doing the same? Triangular craft. A UAP or a UFO? You be the judge, but a man in Russia filmed this scene on his phone camera in 2024 and uploaded it claiming it was a triangular-shaped metallic aircraft emitting a strange, cool glow from behind the clouds. The camera person says the UFO resembled the notorious dark alien aircraft that goes by the name of TR-3B, and I am impressed by this man's UFO knowledge. This is the same aircraft that people allege the US is reverse engineering after finding one in a crash. Crazy stories. Open discussion. Today's open discussion is a snapshot taken from a recently viral clip. A man in France was out on a walk when he noticed this very strange object floating and apparently descending down from the sky. The man tried to keep his focus on the object, but it eventually vanished out from his frame. Please just end the clip where it goes out from frame to support the story. The man was visibly shocked by this weird thing that he caught in the skies, and he showed this clip to his friends over social media where it went viral. Now many were alarmed by the unconventional and unseen shape of it. Many were convinced that it was just a group of white and gray balloons all herded together. What do you think? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing content like this.